Okay, so hey guys, I do apologize for the lighting because it sucks, and I'm driving in my car again because I don't know how to do a vlog and not be in my car. But basically, I'm leaving work right now, and today is the day that Queen of Air and Darkness comes out, and I just wanted to check Scribd to see if they had it, and they did. So I downloaded it and I just started it, and the only thing I've heard so far is them say the dedication, and she said, "For Sarah, you know what you did." And I'm just like, feel so special that Cassie Claire dedicated this book to me. Actually, I have no way of knowing if the Sarah she dedicated to had an H in her name. She probably did. Is it the one? It might be the one that she co-writes the anthologies with. It's probably her. But regardless, I'm gonna pretend that she dedicated the book to me, and it's just a really great way to start off the reading. So welcome to my reading vlog. I'm going to be vlogging my Queen of Air and Darkness experience. I'm not much of a reading vlog type person unless I'm doing a readathon, so this will be new for me. But yeah, I'm so excited to keep listening, and I'll let you guys know what I think as I go through. Obviously this video is gonna have spoilers, so if you haven't read The Dark Artifices yet, or if you're not up to date with the books, or you're not reading Queen of Air and Darkness, I don't suggest you watch this. But yeah, can't wait. Yeah, so I started Queen of Air and Darkness last night, and I just want to say that Cassandra Clare went real hard with that beginning, because we just literally pick up where Livy died. We just pick up where we left off, and it is so sad, and everyone, I cried again. I cried again. I never cried at the beginning of a book. It's intense. It's a lot. But yeah. Anyway, I'm driving to work right now because I have a job, 40-hour-a-week job. You know what's weird? This is totally off topic and not about Cassandra Clare books at all. I feel like booktubers don't really talk about their jobs. We don't talk about what we do. Also, I look really young for my age, so I'm sure that half my viewers, or just people who stumble upon my videos, think I'm a teenager. But I'm actually almost 27 years old, for anyone who's wondering, and I work a full-time job in tech in Atlanta. So there's that. It sounds very adult when I say it like that. I'm a user experience designer. I don't feel like an adult. But yeah, I'll check in later. I gotta listen to more Queen of Air and Darkness. I did pre-order a copy of it from Waterstones, the special edition one that's hella expensive when you order it from the UK. Also, the lighting is so bad, I'm so sorry. That doesn't make it better, that makes it worse. Yeah, so I ordered that, but that won't be coming yet, I think, because it's coming from the UK, and so I feel like it won't be here until later this week, or maybe next week. So I probably won't be able to physically read any part of Queen of Air and Darkness, which is fine because I really enjoy the audiobook because it's narrated by James Marsters. Also, hot tip, if anybody is looking to maybe reread some Cassandra Clare books or listen to Queen of Air and Darkness, they actually have all of them on Scribd, which is super exciting. I know I talk about Scribd a lot on my channel, but it's how I do most of my audiobook listening because I just love them so much. I feel like they're unparalleled in the sense of audiobook service. I personally don't use Audible because I don't like to pay $20 a month for anything, and Scribd is $9 a month, so it's a lot better, and they have practically unlimited books, and they've got a really good selection. And also, what the fuck, there's a big old box in the middle of the road holding up traffic. Anyway, yeah, so I'm done with this update. It's too long, and I've barely started the book, so let's get back into that. Okay, I just finished the funeral scene, and I am emotional because it was so sad. I literally was tearing up when Ty was crawling to the top of the pyre, and it's just so sad. And then also, I got really emotional just now when Jem called Emma Mei, which means sister in Chinese. It's just a lot. Also, the lighting is, this vlog is unprofessional. Anyway, also, story time. I'm on my way to therapy because I go to therapy every Thursday. It's cool. Mental health, awesome. And I woke up at 8:30, and I have to be there at 9:15, and where I go to therapy is pretty far. And so I had to get ready in literally 8 minutes, and I'm wearing my pajamas right now. So I hope my therapist just really appreciates the sense of fashion that I bring to this session. So yeah. Hey, so we're back at it with the bad lighting, the bad angles. It's just what you get when you come to a Sarah Without an H vlog. But yeah, I've gotten to the part where Ty announced he is going to try to resurrect Livy, and I just won't stand for that. I can't have my sweet baby Ty being poisoned by dark magic. I'm so upset. I really hope he's not successful with that in this book. I hope something happens where he's not able to do it. I don't know. Also, it's so hot in my car right now. I want to take this jacket off, but I can't. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna keep reading. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just checking in to tell all of you that Julian is literally being the worst in this book. I feel like he's being so selfish. Like, he went and got that spell done by Magnus when, number one, Magnus was really sick and he shouldn't have done that anyway, and then he didn't even tell Emma. I'm not a fan of Julian, if anyone is wondering. I don't like Julian at all. I feel like Emma should dump him. And I just got to the part where Mark and Christina got real freaky in the desert. And I just want to say, what is it with people in this book series doing intimate things in sand? That seems like a horrible choice. Like, I just feel like you will have sand in your butt crack and your vagina and whatever else. It's disgusting. You just will. Ugh. I'm not here for it, but I am here for Mark and Christina being together. Also, I really appreciate that they talked about contraceptives and how they couldn't have sex right then because she didn't have the birth control rune. I feel like that's very smart. I hate Zara so much! I just got to the scene where they took Kieran to the pool of reflection or whatever the fuck it's called, and Samantha fell into it, and then Kieran literally reached in and pulled her out, even though touching the water is painful. And then Zara was like, get away from her. And I'm like, fuck you, Zara. I hate her so much. Anyway, sorry. I know I said I would give an update way later, but I'm just back to tell you how much I fucking hate Zara. I hope someone literally just stabs her so hard in this book. I want her to die so hard. Just so hard. Let me tell you, Cassandra Clare is a tricky bitch, because I just listened to the part where the Seelie Queen tells Julian that the only way to destroy Jonathan Shadowhunter's Parabatai rune is to cut it with the motherfucking mortal sword. She got us real good with that one. Also, I'm very into the way this whole Kieran, Christina, Mark thing is building. Like, I'm really digging Christina and Mark's chemistry, but I'm also digging their chemistry like when they're with Kieran. So I'm into it. Also, I'm on my way to work right now, and I'm wearing a Christmas sweater because we're having our like holiday party. Yeah, I was supposed to bring food, but I literally just went out and I'm at a stoplight, so don't get too nervous. Oh my god, that just fucking, oh my god, that hurt my back so bad. Ah! This is what it is to be almost 27. Oh my god, that hurts so bad. That's like was a normal amount of flexibility to go in the back seat. That hurts so much. But I literally just bought these cookies to bring to the party. I love these cookies. Let me take a poll right now. Do you guys like these cookies? Do you not like these cookies? My two roommates absolutely hate them. They think they're disgusting. And I love them. I don't like how much frosting is on them, so I sometimes like pick off some of the frosting, but I find that little like dusty sugar cookie part to be absolutely delicious. So yeah, I'm on my way to work. Also, side note, I tend to make these vlogs less about books sometimes and more about my personal life, so sorry about that. But if you don't want to hear this, then you can just skip to the next part that I talk about Queen of Air and Darkness. But anyway, so I ordered a purple mattress on Cyber Monday, and I've been waiting very patiently for it to arrive. I know it's a giant mattress, so it's going to take time to get here, but I stayed home from work yesterday, like I worked from home, because I thought it was going to get delivered yesterday, and I waited all fucking day and it never showed up, and then it said that it was coming today, and so I am going into work late because I waited all morning hoping it would come in the morning, and it didn't. But now I have to go to this holiday party and actually have a meeting, so I have to stay at work probably until like 2 or 3, and then I can leave, and hopefully it doesn't come in the window that I'm not home, because I am going to Universal for the next 4 days with Emma, Monica, Kat, and Michael, and so I won't be home until like late Tuesday night, so I won't be home for the delivery any other day either. So I left a note on my door asking FedEx to please, for the love of God, just leave it on my doorstep or bring it to the leasing office at my apartment complex. And I'm really putting a lot of faith in FedEx to either come when I'm home or do what I asked, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah, that was a boring story for you about my daily life. It's a very expensive mattress and I really want it. Also, I set up my bed frame last night with my boyfriend, and I just want my bed. And I'm not even gonna get to sleep on it because I'm staying at my boyfriend's house tonight because he lives closer to the airport, and I'm going to Orlando for the next 4 days. So those are my first world problems of the day. Other than that, life is great. And I'm also not even going to be home from like 6 to 8 because I'll be taking a pole class. So we're just really hoping in that window when I leave the holiday party and come home and my meeting or whatever, that it comes. So yeah, that's my update with that. Also, maybe I should say some more closing thoughts about Queen of Air and Darkness. So far, loving it. It's really great. It's kind of weird because I'm reading it really soon after I read Lord of Shadows. Also, I did those recap videos. So like I'm just like really fresh on everything that's going on in this book series, but I'm really excited about where it's going. I fucking hate Julian so much. I know I said that yesterday when I gave you an update, but he's literally being the worst. And he's just stupid, and I don't like him, and I don't want him and Emma to be together. So sorry if that's an unpopular opinion. The only ships I care about in this book series right now is the trio, Mark, Kieran, and Christina, like I said, and then Kit and Ty. Also, not a fan of Ty trying to do necromancy. Just saying. I don't want my poor sweet baby angel to be doing something so evil. I know I've already said that, but I just want to reiterate that. But I am really digging where him and like Kit and Ty. You know what I'm trying to say. I like their relationship, how it's going so far. I can like tell that it's building. But I would say too that Ty's acting a little bit weird since Livy died, which totally makes sense because like his twin sister died and he's really dead set on like bringing her back from the dead. But I just want him to like realize that he's got the rest of his family and like Kit by his side, so it'll be fine. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go to work now. Everyone, I hope you're having a good day. I will check in later. Okay, I'm just here to say how much I fucking hate Horace Dearborn and all of his hate speech. It's not great. It's not ideal. I left work early today to go get my mattress, and it finally came. But when I was at work, we did a white elephant, and I'm gonna be up front. I did not bring the best gift. I got these like salt and pepper shakers that looked like mushrooms last year in the white elephant, and I was pretty bitter about it, so I kept it in my desk all year to rewrap and put in this year's white elephant. And they had upped the like price for the white elephant to $20, so I needed some other stuff to put in there for it to be fair. So I looked around my room this morning, and I just have so many hardcover books from publishers that I either already read or have no intention of reading because they were sent to me unsolicited. So I was like, these can go to a new place. So I took 3 of them and I put them in the bag with the salt shakers, and I just don't feel like the person who got them was too excited about that gift. But it's okay because karma had a kiss for me due to that, and I ended up with batteries. Like seriously, someone brought Duracell batteries, AAA and AA Duracell batteries, and that's what I ended up with after I had tried so hard to get a crock pot. Someone brought that and I stole it, and then someone else stole it from me, and then I got champagne and someone stole that from me, and then I got rosé and someone stole that from me again, and then somehow I ended up with batteries. So yeah. Hello, I'm finally home and I set up my purple mattress. My roommate Katie was very kind and she helped me do this. I just want to say that this motherfucker was so hard to unroll, but it's here. I'm excited. I'm laying on it. I can't sleep on it because I'm going to my boyfriend's house tonight, like I said earlier in the vlog, because I've got to go to Orlando tomorrow. I also need to pack, so I'm probably going to listen to Queen of Air and Darkness while I'm packing. I don't know how I'm going to find anything in my room because my room is so fucking messy from just honestly being a human. Like, I would like to say it's because I got a new bed, but it's really not. It's just because I'm really bad at being an adult, and I don't know how to keep my room clean. But like, getting a new bed didn't help because now there's like a mattress obstructing things. There's like a box in the closet. Like, it's just not a good situation, really. But I need to pack. I did pick out a lot of the clothes already. They're on my desk right now, just in a pile. So hopefully I can pack them all just into a duffel bag because I don't want to pay to check a bag on Delta. So that's a thing. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to listen to Queen of Air and Darkness. Also, to update you on more thoughts about it, I got to the part where Julian and Emma like sneak into the Unseelie court and they're invisible. And there was a line that I thought was really funny where the Unseelie King was like, oh, this copy of the Black Volume was made by this great magician named Office Max. And I just found that very funny. I always appreciate that Cassie Clare adds in humor in otherwise very dramatic scenes. So yeah, I'll probably just keep listening. Oh my fucking god. Sorry, I knew I said I wouldn't check in when it was dark out, but I gotta fucking check in right now. Ah! I'm freaking out because I just fucking figured out that Kit's mother Kit's mother is the Unseelie King's first fucking born. I know it so hard. You heard it here first, kids. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. I'm just so, I'm with no words. I can't speak proper English right now, and the lighting is like abhorrent. It's horrible. That's not even the way to use that word. Ugh. Hello, it has been a long time since I last updated you on my reading. I just spent the last 4 days in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter with Monica, Kat, Emma, and Michael. That's a very long list of names to remember. But yeah, we went to Universal for 4 days and it was really fun. And I did read some of Queen of Air and Darkness while I was there, but I couldn't really vlog because I was really busy and I didn't really make time for it. So now I have a little note from the resort we were staying at where I wrote down some thoughts I had while I was listening. So one thing that shocked me was when I read that the cohort was the one helping spread the blight. I think they found that out when they were with the Unseelie King and his plan sort of gotten revealed. Or actually, no, that happened after the Unseelie King died because it was Manuel who was thinking that. Anyway, also, yeah, the Unseelie King died. That was a thing. They actually said his real name out loud, but I couldn't hear what it was because I was in the Orlando airport and I had my headphones on and everyone was so loud, and so I missed that. So hopefully his real name isn't important, something that I should know. Another note that I wrote here is Zara needs to die. I still agree with that sentiment. I feel that even more now that I'm farther in the book. I also wrote down she took Cortana. She's such a bitch. She doesn't deserve Cortana. She's also probably not even a good fighter because I feel like every time she's talked about being good at fighting, she's lying. Like, she hasn't fought anybody. I wrote Jaime and Diego are in jail. That is still a thing. Last I read, I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. Last I read, Anush was going to leave the cohort and he gave Diego a Steely, so I'm imagining that he's going to heal Diego. I really enjoyed that talk that Jaime had with Zara where he basically revealed to her that he never actually liked her and he was pretending the whole time, and she got real pissed off about that. Oh, I have a note here that says Unseelie King dead by Kieran. Yeah, that note I think again came later than the cohort spreading the blight thing. But yeah, no, Kieran killed him. Proud of him. Love Kieran. Then Annabelle and Ash. Okay, yeah. So I wrote she needs to calm down. So the thought that I wrote here was she's really possessive of Ash, and I'm very confused by it because I'm like, how long have you spent with him? I know there's something weird about him that makes people like him, but I don't know. She's really weird and possessive of him. And anyway, she took him through to Thule. And so then we go into the Thule section of the book. And I want to say that this is probably my least favorite part of the book so far. I like that they found out certain things by being in Thule, like what would help heal the sickness for the warlocks and things like that. And I actually liked seeing this other side of Livy because obviously she died in the real world, but in Thule she's there and she's a badass bitch, so I like her there. I also liked the plotline with Tessa where she helps them get into the Silent City and stuff, and then they got the Mortal Sword back, which I think was very smart on Cassandra Clare's part because I was wondering how they were going to make that work, but her mind was working. She figured out a way. And also Kat and Emma can attest to this, but when we were in our hotel room we were talking about how it's a long story, this is gonna be a long story. I told my roommate recently that she should just skip the Mortal Instruments and read the Infernal Devices and read the Dark Artifices, and I stand by the sentiment. I've said that many times on my channel. I'm standing by it. But when I was talking about that with Kat and Emma, they were like, no, there's this whole section in the Dark Artifices where you need the Mortal Instruments. And then I said, and they were like, oh, there's this big twist coming when you get to part 2 of the book. And I went, okay. So I got to part 2 with Thule, and right before, like we were talking right before bed, and then I started listening to the audiobook while we were going to sleep. I literally said, oh, is Sebastian gonna find another way to come back? Because he keeps like faking his death, like, and they didn't say anything. And then I listened and they went into Thule and there was Sebastian because it was an alternate universe. And I was like, so yeah, Sebastian was there, but I didn't like Thule. Like I said, it felt very fanficky. I know Cassandra Clare used to write fanfiction, so I feel like her roots were really showing. And yeah, I didn't like it. It just felt like some weird episode of Shadowhunters, which is not a compliment. I just didn't like this other dimension situation. Like I said, I listed some things that I did enjoy. I also enjoyed Cameron Ashdown. That's a very random thing to enjoy, but his character in Thule was a lot better. I'm hoping that he comes up again in present day. And it also makes me sad that Livy's dead because I feel like Livy and Cameron should be together because of the way they were in Thule, but then they sacrificed him in Thule, so he's dead, but I liked him. And yeah, like I said, I liked Livy, and oh yeah, and Diana revealed that she was transgender just because she thought that they knew. So now in the real world they do know. But yeah, I also was kind of confused because so when Annabelle died in Thule, I was like, that was really anticlimactic. But then we went to the present with Horace and Zara, and Annabelle is fucking there. So I'm confused by that. So that's obviously going to come up again because Annabelle didn't die. Somehow she tricked them. Maybe, I'm guessing, this is a guess right now that you're witnessing, maybe since she died in Thule, or maybe because she was brought back from the dead, she wasn't really dead and then she snuck into the portal too. I don't really know. I am happy that Shade just told Ty that he has no intention of helping him bring back Livy, and it seems like he gave up his desire to bring her back, but knowing Ty, that's not the case. Like, I feel like he's gonna still try. I don't know. I really hate that plot line. I don't like that they did that with Ty this whole book. Like, I wanted more Ty and Kit, but I feel like this whole time we've just been dealing with Ty having this unrealistic expectation that he's gonna bring Livy back from the dead, and I don't like that. Another weird thing is that being in Thule aged Ash up, so now he's more like 17 than 13, so I'm a little confused on how they're going to accomplish, like, in my brain, because I was predicting that there was going to be a love triangle between Drew, Jaime, and what's his face, Ash, who I'm talking about right now. I can't talk. It's really hot in my car right now, so this scarf is very, very warm. Also, by the way, I'm gonna interrupt what I was just saying to say that I got this scarf at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and I would like to say that it was $40. So if you ever go to Universal, just know that if you want any Harry Potter merch, you're gonna be spending an absurd amount of money. This is the only souvenir that I bought, so I kind of reasoned it out that, like, if this was the only thing I was getting, I would spend $40 on it. Also, it was so fucking cold. Like, it was just beyond cold. Like, the weatherman lied to me so hard. I've never felt so lied to by the weather app. Like, it said that it was supposed to be 65 to 74, like, all the days we were there, which in my brain, maybe I'm wrong, sounds warm. So I packed outfits that, like, were like okay, like they weren't like, oh my god, it's like 80 degrees, but they also weren't like, oh my god, it's gonna be so fucking cold. So on the second day, I literally felt like I was gonna die if I didn't get some sort of sweater or something, but all of the sweaters were literally $100. So I was like, okay, I'm not getting a sweater. I guess I'll get a scarf. I mean, I really do love this scarf and it looks very cute and I like the colors and I'm also Gryffindor, so I got the scarf, but it was so fucking expensive. Anyway, so I was in the middle of saying I thought there was going to be, I'm just jumping right back into Queen of Air and Darkness. I thought there was going to be a love triangle between Drew, Ash, and Jaime, but both Jaime and Ash are now the same age, so there's still an age difference with Drew, who is 13. So they're 4 years older than her. The only way this will be acceptable is if the Wicked Powers takes place at least 4 to 5 years later than now. So, because if that's the case, then she'll be 17 or 18, and then even though Jaime and Ash will be like in their 20s, that age difference is not as crazy. I don't really know. Let me know down below if you know more about the Wicked Powers than me. I also don't get why Emma and Julian are just so horny all the time. Like, maybe their parapetite bond of being in love makes their like desire for each other like stronger, but like I am madly in love with my boyfriend and I enjoy being intimate with him, but I don't want to like literally maul him every time I see him. Like, I just feel like Julian and Emma need to calm the fuck down. Like, I get that they're really young, kind of like teenagers and in love and like you're horny and whatever, but like you don't have to make out all the time. Like, you just don't have to. Like, it's like they just talk about it as if it's like this insatiable need, and I just cannot relate. And I like sex. I'm saying that on my channel right now. That is a very personal thing to share, but I really, really enjoy sex, and I have never ever been this horny as they are. So I don't know. I'm gonna give them the credit that maybe it's because of their parapetite bond, but they're real horny. Yeah, I don't get that. But yeah, Julian just got together that like anti-cohort war council thing, and now everybody's gathering right now, and that's where I'm at in the book now. So I think that's all the important things I need to hit. Oh my god, I totally forgot to mention that Kieran and Christina and Mark had their threesome, and I was super into it. I will say that Cassandra Clare put way less detail into their threesome than the other sex scenes, which I've been very surprised about. That sex scene in Thule between Emma and Julian, like, I felt like I was reading about a penis going in. Like, that was a intense sex scene. I just feel like the threesome, she kind of skimmed on some details, but you know what? At the end of the day, I know I was just talking about not being horny or thirsty. And I'm talking about how I wanted more from the threesome. So I get the irony there. But what I was going to say was that although I would enjoy the smut, I guess I respect that maybe a threesome is too out there. And this is a book that's being consumed by young teenagers. So I am in my late 20s, so obviously I maybe want more sex, but I can also respect that there are potentially like 14-year-olds reading this. So that's what I'm thinking so far. I probably will check in a little bit. I probably need more stuff to happen before I rant like this again. But yeah, okay, bye. Oh my fucking god, so much has happened since I last talked to you guys. So I think where I last left off, they were like getting ready to do, like, make their resistance. If that's not where I left off, I'm sorry. They made a resistance, and so Julian got the spell taken off from him, which I think I talked about, and then now they are building a resistance called Livia's Watch or something like that, and Ty tried to do the spell to raise Livy, but he couldn't do it because the power source that he found wasn't good enough. Also, I did not know that Shade was actually Ragnar Fell. Is that his name? I think that's his name. Last I had read in one of the anthologies, he had been murdered, but apparently he was faking his death, and I don't remember where we learned that. Maybe that was in another anthology short story, like maybe like Ghost of the Shadow Market or something. I don't know. I don't remember when that happened. I'd have to brush up on Ragnar Fell to really know. But yeah, oh my god. So Emma was going to get rid of the parabatai bond, but then surprisingly Julian was the one that was like, no, don't get rid of it. It's not fair to split up other parabatai, blah, blah, blah. Let's just trust ourselves. So they did that, and now they're on the field, like fighting, whatever. And then Kieran became king because they killed Oban, and then Zara and all her cohort bitches are still trying to fight right now. And Zara just fucking stabbed Emma in the back and stabbed her in the chest. So Emma might be dead. That would be I wouldn't hate it. Not because I actually really like Emma and I don't want her to die, but I feel like a lot of times in the Cassandra Clare books, all the most important characters stay alive. So I think it'd be very interesting if Emma were to die. And also very sad. I'm not saying that wouldn't be sad, but I feel like it would make for an interesting plot. But also, she might get healed, so whatever. But anyway, so much is happening right now. Just a lot of things on the battlefield. Also, Kit has like weird fairy powers because his mom was the firstborn between the Seelie and Unseelie king. So something crazy is going on with that. Also, I need Ty and Kit to make up because they had a fight after they couldn't raise Livy, and they're both misunderstanding each other, and they both said things that they don't mean, and it's very sad, and I want them to be together, and I have a feeling that's where their relationship is going to end right now in this book, and we're not going to be able to pick up until the Wicked Powers, and we'll see what happens there. But so that's everything that's happening right now. It's exciting. I feel like I'm reaching the end of the book, so yeah, it's really tensions are high. So yeah, I'll check in later. Who would have thought that parking right in front of a Dollar Tree storefront would give you this kind of lighting? I honestly don't hate it. It's not that bad for car lighting. I feel like I've had way worse in this vlog. But anyway, I'm here to say that Emma and Julian have turned into fucking monsters. And I just don't know how they're gonna come back from this. The book is going to places that I didn't foresee. Well, okay, no, that's dramatic. I did think that maybe the parabatai curse would catch up with them, but I just didn't know they were going to turn into giant Nephilim, which maybe they did say that previously, and I guess Diana and Thule said something about that, but I pictured more like demon-y, not like glorious angel, like towering over everybody. Hello. I am almost done with the book, but I need to share my thoughts before I forget them. Number one, I don't like how the parabatai curse wrapped up. I'm just not really sure why every single Cassie Clare resolution has to do with heavenly fire. It's like, oh, you need to kill Valentine? Just get an angel to do it. You need to defeat Sebastian? Heavenly fire coming right up. Jem needs to become human again? Yeah, you got it. Heavenly fire. Like, I just feel like heavenly fire is really overused in these books. So I wasn't super into that. I also thought it was super convenient. I don't know why I put air quotes around it. I don't feel like that was the right punctuation around it, but you know what I'm saying. Like, I just don't know why we conveniently like had them turn into giants, and then the heavenly fire burned only their parabatai like bond, but nothing else. I don't know. I don't buy it. I was kind of hoping that they'd die. Like I said, like I wanted there to be more at stake. I also am incredibly upset that Kieran just left to go be in the fairy courts because he's not allowed to have mortal consorts. Ugh! I just wanted my polyamorous relationship, and I feel like Cassie Clare took it away from me. I'm just saying, if this book ends and they don't all end up together, I will cry. What else happened? I am happy that Kit is going to go live with Jem and Tessa, because that's going to be a sweet family for him to live with, and I'm just, like, happy for him that he's going to get the love that he deserves. But I am very unhappy that he didn't say goodbye to Ty. Like, you're telling me that I'm going to have to wait until 2022 to see Ty and Kit together again? Especially when I didn't even like their plotline for this fucking book? What? That should be illegal? I'm so upset. What else? What else has happened? I feel like those are the only things I care about. The Parabatai thing, like I said, was lame. This definitely isn't my favorite book in the Dark Artifices. I feel like Lord of Shadows was a lot better. I just feel like this resolution was weird. The whole battle was like a lamer version of the Dark War. I'm not loving how things are tying up. I didn't really like Thule, like I said earlier. This is a solid 4-star book for me. Like, absolutely loved my time reading it, having a good time. I love all these characters. I would literally die for them. But not my favorite book in all of the Shadowhunter Chronicles. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna finish the book and then come back to you with the rest of my thoughts. Maybe I'll remember anything that I forgot right now. But yeah, bye. Okay, so I finished the book, and I need to share my thoughts with you before I forget. And number one, not happy that Emma and Julian are so happy, and my children, Ty and Kit, have been separated, and my polyamorous trio has also been separated and only can see each other sometimes. I'm just like, why tease me with this polyamorous, just beautiful relationship and then take it away from me? Not cool. And Emma and Julian, ugh, they didn't even get in trouble for what they did. They're so fucking annoying. I hate them. Also, this is my bra. I need to move that. Yeah, that's a lot. So, number two, when they were like in the council hall, and Zara was like, if you don't do what we want, we're gonna kill ourselves. I was like, bye, bitch. Hope the weather's nice in hell. But unfortunately, Alec, when he became what did he become, the consul, he was all diplomatic and was like, alright bitches, you can have Idris, which honestly I've never really understood Idris. Like, I know it's like an important place for all the Shadowhunters and we go there sometimes, but honestly every Shadowhunter we've ever followed doesn't live in Idris, so I'm not really gonna miss that city. What else? The Malik wedding was beautiful. I know that was kind of like fan servicey to like have them have a wedding in the book, but I was here for it. I just wasn't here for how many times I had to read about Emma and Julian being in love. Like, I was just like, I get it, they're happy, fucking leave them alone. What else? I was not expecting the cliffhanger where Ash and Evil Jace show up, and Evil Jace is like, can I have Clary Fairchild? That's definitely going to be something that they have to follow up with in the Wicked Powers. Like I said, I was very distraught and sad that Kit and Ty got separated and that Kit didn't say goodbye because his feelings were hurt. Also, Magnus, when he told Ty that his spell is probably gonna have repercussions, definitely something that I think will be explored in the Wicked Powers. Was there anything else important? I was surprised that Diego became the Inquisitor. I feel like that was random. I was a little confused why Christina and Mark are being separated. Like, Christina's going to Mexico and Mark is going to New York, and then Kieran is going to Ferry, and I just so sad. What else is there? I'm very salty to learn that the Wicked Powers doesn't come out until 2022. I'm literally gonna be 30 years old when that comes out, so that'll be fucking fun. I just want to see Kit and Ty kiss. Is that so hard? Also very confused about what they're gonna do with Drusilla's plotline. Like I said before, like, Jaime's a little too old for her, but now Ash has been aged up too, so he's a little too old for her. Also, my only thought for the people who locked themselves in Idris, like Zara and the cohort, is your bloodline's about to get real redneck, even more than Shadowhunters already are. Who else are you gonna, like, make babies with? You're gonna end up, like, real inbred up in there. Also, I feel like I referenced this at least once in this vlog, but why does no one talk about the fact that Diego and Jaime and Christina are all Rosaleses? Like, is that not also incest? Like when Christina was with Diego? I don't know. Anyway, I think those are all my thoughts. Overall, I liked this book. Like, if, you know, all the Shadowhunters books are like my children, you know. The Infernal Devices are definitely a favorite couple children of mine. The Mortal Instruments are like my, like, kind of boring, angsty children, like leave them to the side. And then the Dark Artifices are like my children that were really good until the last book. And then I was like, I like a lot of things about you and I would die for these characters, but overall not my favorite book. Also, that children analogy didn't really make sense and it didn't really have the desired effect that I wanted it to, but basically I was just trying to say that I love everyone, but not equally. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it for this vlog. I'm sorry that it's going to be anywhere from 20 to 45 minutes. I've got no idea. I've got to edit it. But yeah, let me know down below all of your juicy thoughts about Queen of Air and Darkness. And if you watched all the way to the end, I'm very happy to hear that you did, because I'm boring. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. You're all beautiful. Have a nice day.